Hi there, my name is Scott from softwarearchitect.ca. In this video, we're going to be creating a Windows VM using Microsoft Azure. In the next series of videos, then we'll be using that VM to install IIS and then be able to connect to that IIS instance from outside from the public internet. So let's create the server to start. I like to use Windows Server 2008. I think it's the simplest solution, obviously. I'm going to create a VM. I'm going to call it New Big VM, just a random name. I'll leave the SSD disk as the default and say, give it a user ID that this is the user I'm going to be using to log into the machine using Windows Remote Desktop. So I better select this carefully. I'm going to put this in my existing resource group and leave it in the Eastern United States. Now, whenever you're selecting the size of the VM, you get a lot of options, and you can see here the pricing is, you got lots of big and small options for pricing. So if I scroll down here a little bit, I don't necessarily want $1,000 a month server for this particular test. I do find there are cheaper options when you select the HD, so the hard disk, and not the SSD, which is the faster disk. But those are so slow. It took me at least an hour to create a VM a couple hours ago that's using it's using hard disk with only one core and only 3/4 of a gigabyte memory. So I'm going to pick a disk, a VM size that's a little bit bigger. This is 2 cores and 14 gigabytes. So obviously it's showing $300 a month. So I don't want to leave this running for too long, but you pay by the hour, and that's one of the benefits of Microsoft Azure. So we'll take the 2 core 14 gigabyte. Let me just see if there's any. No, why not? In terms of the settings, I'll let it use the default. So it's going to create a new storage account. It's going to put this into this virtual network. It's an existing virtual network, but I don't want to change any of those settings. Okay. It's going to summarize it here, and I'm going to click OK. Now, like I said, it can take a while for a virtual machine to be created. So I'm going to stop the video here. When I come back, the virtual machine should be done, and we'll be going on into setting up IIS and other the internal VM settings that we're going to be required. If you like this video, if you think this is useful, ask you to subscribe to this channel or click the thumbs up for liking. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.